What's up, everybody? Welcome back to your favorite podcast. I'm Rook.
Was that a question or was that
I was asking a question if I'm Rook.
Yes, and I'm Archon.
And today we're starting our new series that we talked about with covering Firefly for the next,
Yeah.
until we get through it all, and then we'll have an overall discussion. Uh,
No, and then we'll cover Serenity.
yeah, then we got to cover Serenity. Then we'll have an overall discussion.
Right.
Um, Also, we'll be talking about the new update from Starfield that was released. I want to say, what night
It's
was that?
already out?
No, not the update. The
Oh,
news, the the
okay.
the info put out by Bethesda. It was, I think, yesterday is when that came out, or the day before. Um, we got some good news about that one for everybody, so we'll talk about that for a short amount of time. Uh, but anyhow, let's start off with our normal. How was your week, sir?
My week was great, but I'm going to give a shout out to the Once We Were Spacemen on Instagram. Go watch the video about Firefly, share it, like it, help bring it back because we want it back. We want Firefly.
We
Do it.
want Firefly.
Anyway, yeah, my week has been my week has been all right. I've been playing as I always do, some Hightail. Been working on a lot of things. Got so many things going on in that game. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do first and how I want to do it. I figured out something that I didn't even know about.
What's that?
So, you know the mod that I added that lets you level up?
Huh?
Not the one that levels up all your skills, but just the one that lets you level up. Apparently, in that mod, when you type in like level.gui to level up,
Mhm.
there's a tab in there that says classes, and you can pick your class. And when
Huh.
you pick your class, it gives you like things like to level up your class. So like if you pick swords, for instance, then like you got to kill like 150 mobs between level 1 and 25 to level up to tier 1 or whatever in swords. And then as you do that, it like gives you bonuses toward your class. Didn't know that. So all this time wasn't doing that. Figured it out. And yeah, I got to tier 1, but then like to get to tier 2, you got to kill level 25 to 50 mobs, which is harder than you'd think because you got to kill 300 of them. And like I go out to the desert and I'm looking all around and like I was out there for like an hour and a half just cycling, killing stuff. But half the mobs would be like level 15 or level 19
Yeah.
or like, they weren't the right level. And like I think I've got like out of 300, I got like 115 of my kills so far. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, you got to go to like area 2, zone 2, region 2, whatever they call those.
That's where I'm at in the desert area.
Yeah,
But
because
the mobs there range between level 15 and 50, but
mm,
I need just level 25 to 50. So I'm like, and usually you got to get pretty close to the mob before you can see what level it is, and by then they're already attacking me, so I got to kill them anyway. And I killed a lot of mobs that I didn't need to kill.
yeah, you made the world a better place in Hightail.
I did, I did. But I don't know. I've just kind of been doing that. But like you can, if you switch to a different class, it still saves your progress in your other class. So like naturally, I'm gonna have to level up all the classes to like
I need to get in and actually take a look at that. I haven't taken a look at that yet.
yeah.
I've been on a Baldur's Gate kick and been jumping in and out of Hightail occasionally. Because before work, I really don't have a lot of time. And today I was like, whatever, I'll just go check this out.
You know what else I figured out?
Hmm.
So you know how like if you're swimming around in the water, you'll find gold. That's usually where I find all my gold is swimming around in the water, right?
Mm-hmm.
You'll find gold. You take that gold and you put it into the smelter and it turns into gold bars. You know what happens if you take those gold bars and put them back in the smelter?
They turn into gold bricks.
They turn into gold bricks. I didn't know you could get gold bricks in this game.
So now you're
And it
going back.
only works with gold.
Yeah, that is weird. It only works with gold.
Like, you can't have silver bricks, you can't have iron bricks, nothing. It's
What
just
if I want steel
iron.
bricks?
You can take iron and put it in the, like, the whatever the bench that lets you, like, turn cobblestone into cobblestone bricks or whatever, that
Yeah,
bench.
that bench. Yeah.
You could put iron in there, and it'll let you make, like, chains and
Yeah, I've
things
done
like
that.
that. Yeah, but you can't put them in and make iron bar or iron bricks. But I can make gold bricks now, and ornate gold bricks, and ornate roofs, or, like, gold roofs and gold pillars. So now I can make, like, a big gold building if I want to, and
All
that'll be
right,
kinda
Midas.
I was thinking about making my money pin, my Scrooge McDuck money bin.
Just stack it up a bunch of gold bricks, making it look like it's your gold bars.
No, I showed you my treasure room, didn't you?
Yeah, you did.
God, I'll just use the treasure. I wish you could take those, like, gold and turn it into,
Coins.
like, treasure piles.
That would be cool because then you just fill up the room and jump into it and then walk on gold because it won't
Walk
let you
on the gold.
swim like
Yeah, I couldn't swim
Scrooge.
in it.
Yeah.
No, I wanna put it in the smelter and make it liquid gold
Yeah.
so I can swim in it.
That would work so well.
No, it wouldn't melt my face off.
We've had that mod, that leveling mod. How long? And you just now discovered that.
The classes thing?
Yeah. I never
It
even
does.
thought about looking at all the tabs.
The RPG leveling mod was one of the first mods I added out of all the mods. That's, like, the first one I added,
I know.
even before the end game mod.
Yeah, so it's just funny that, you added that, and we haven't explored everything on the mods yet.
Do you remember what the game was like before I added that mod?
No.
Like, we're just, like, wandering around in, like, the lava area, just killing all the monsters, mining
Uh,
all the ore, and then I added that mod, and then suddenly all those monsters just kicked our butts.
yeah.
Which
Why
is
do
way hard.
why do you think I like using the axe? Because every time you swing the axe, it knocks them backwards, so you can just keep pushing them away while you're attacking.
Yeah. I like the spear for that same reason. Well, I like the spear for the reason that you could just throw it at them from a long distance away, and then they just, like, walk around in circles wondering where the spears are coming from while you kill them.
Eventually, I'll update to using the bow, but right now, because of my building and where I'm building, it's smarter to have the axe.
But you know what I else I discovered?
Hmm.
So that dungeons mod that I added,
Mhm.
in there's a vendor called, like, the Old God or something like that, and you get currency while you're in the dungeon, and you can use that currency to, like, make bars and other things, and then, like, you can use those to make items, and one of them is a crossbow, like, a new crossbow that's not crappy like the iron. I mean, the iron one's good when you're that level, but
Mhm.
now it's like, it sucks and there's no other crossbows. Well, there is a crossbow from this guy, and it is very good.
Nice.
It is very good. It holds 12 bullets at a time and before you have to reload, and it shoots fast, and it does, like, as much damage as my sword does.
Nice.
Like, those flying bees, I can take those down in, like, one shot.
That's good.
Yeah, the crossbow's nice. So I gotta level up my archery now too.
Yeah, I can see that.
But yeah, there's so many things I wanna do in that game now, and yeah. Did I tell you about the that I got rid of Overstacked?
No, you didn't.
I did. I got rid of Overstacked and put in a different mod. I think it's called, like, PJ PJ something. But, hold on, I can tell you right now. I got it pulled up. It is called PJ Hyperstacks, and it lets you stack everything to 999. Like,
Good.
when you're no, I'm talking, like, when you're out, like, raiding a village or something and they drop those little, like, ancient steel armor or whatever, even
Mhm.
those stack.
Good.
So you can have, like, 100 or 999 breastplates in your inventory, they take one spot.
Can stack sticks more than 100 high.
Yeah, 999. Everything stacks to 999.
That'll save up my inventory space in my storage room.
Arrows, instead of only stacking to 100, stack to 999. Health potions, instead of stacking to 10, stack to 999. It's nice.
Give it time.
It saves a ton of room in your storage.
It does, and that the biggest thing is I have one chest that the first 3 rows are nothing but sticks.
Yeah, now it'll just be one spot.
Now I just gotta figure out what
Well,
I can
maybe
use all
two
the
or three.
sticks for.
Use them in your furnace to smelt.
Yeah, but I don't burn a lot. I don't use a lot of smelting right now because I'm running around trying to build, and I don't need to smelt anything for what I'm building.
That's fair. You can. Like, you can smelt, like, what is it? Like, if like, you get, like, like, say you want stone, you can take, I think it's cobblestone, if you put that in the furnace, it'll turn it to stone
But yeah, that's true. That we'll do
and
that.
things like that. It does it really fast, too. Really fast, like a whole stack in, like, 4 seconds.
Nice. I don't have a
But,
lot of cobbles. I usually just go into the not the workbench, but the other one, and I'll just switch from cobblestone down to stone and pull it back out, and it switches it to stone.
yeah, that works, too. When you put it in the smelter, too, it takes, like, 2, gives you back 1.
Mhm.
So, but if you do it the other way, you don't lose any.
Exactly. I don't
But
think
yeah.
they thought about that when they were doing the, well, it's still early release, so there's no telling what they're gonna change as they change stuff.
I also added a quality of life mod. I
Which
had to
one?
do it.
There's a lot of them you've added. Which one did you add this time?
It's a chest you can get to put in your chest room that when you get back from, like, doing a bunch of stuff, you put everything in that chest and it auto sorts it into your other chests. So if you have, like, it'll auto stack it with wherever you, like, say you put a stick in there, it'll put it wherever you have your sticks. You just add it to your stick stack in whatever chest that happens to be in.
But what we need in the game, and this is very important, we need signs. Signs that we can label. So I don't have to go and open every single chest that I have in my storage room
Let's
to
see.
figure out what's in the chest there.
Signs. Working signs. There's one. Worded signs. Shop signs. Better signs. I bet you that's it right there. Better signs.
Well,
Yep,
what's
it lets you put up to 3 different lines of text on your signs.
nice? Because right now it's early release, and they haven't given us the ability to put signs on yet. Or you can put signs out, you just can't put anything on the signs.
Text signs, working signs. Is that the right? Well, no. Better signs for some reason doesn't work. Write text on signs like Minecraft. Okay. That'll be the one. Add mod. And we now have signs, sir. Anything else you need?
I just like how fast that is. So
Anything else you need, sir?
I think I'm good. What else you got going on your week?
Oh, work, work. Being
Work.
sick. My entire household is sick. Like, my 11-year-old came home and wasn't feeling well, so he didn't go to school Monday, and then he got worse and worse. And then my 4-year-old got sick from being around him, and then my 15-year-old, who he this morning was saying he wasn't feeling good, and then ended up coming home early from school today. And I feel really bad for him, and I hope he does not get sick because for months he's been rehearsing and rehearsing for a play, his first play in high school, and that play opens on Friday.
And he's sick.
Yeah, it goes Friday, Saturday, Sunday this weekend, and right now he's starting to not feel good. And then today I was at work and I started feeling like crap. And then right at the same time, my wife texted me and said, I don't feel good. I have a fever. And I'm like, oh no.
That's not
So,
good.
so far, the only one in the house right now is my daughter. That's not sick. Knock on wood.
That's crappy. Hopefully everybody gets better.
Yeah. Well, the flu's going around right now, like pretty bad. So
course. It's the way it always rolls.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't help that Michigan is bipolar and can't decide what it wants to do. Like it's 60 one day, then it's like -4 the next day, and then the next day it'll be like 30 and like sleeting, and then it'll be like the other day we got 3 inches of snow.
Mhm.
Like between 2 and 9 a.m. we got 3 inches of snow, and then by noon it was 54 degrees and raining, and all that snow was gone.
I watched the weather that rolled through, and it has been horrible going across the country. It's
Oh, yeah, I saw some place in Illinois that got like this crazy hailstorm that had like baseball size hail that was
Mhm.
just shattering people's windows. And
Tornadoes touched down up in the northern states, all that stuff. It's been
yeah,
some crazy weather. We went down here in Texas. We went down to freezing temperatures over the weekend on Sunday. By Friday, we're expected to be back into the upper 90s, and
90s.
it's March.
Yeah, it's supposed to be I think 60 here on Saturday.
This
I don't know.
weather, I
But then
got a
next week
feeling we're
it's
going.
gonna be back into the like the high 30s. I
I
don't know.
I
It
got a
it
feeling.
doesn't know what it wants to do.
I got a feeling for the southern states, it's going to be a brutal summer.
Yeah. You're gonna be like, I didn't go to work today because it was 132 degrees.
I didn't go to work today because the hangar melted.
My tires were melting to the ground as I was trying to drive down the road.
Hey, fun fact: when I was out in Bahrain for 6 months, we had to constantly move our helicopters because they put asphalt down on their tarmac. And if we left our helicopters sitting where they were in one spot for too long, it'd start sinking into the concrete,
I believe it.
or it wasn't concrete, into the tarmac. So we actually had to move them so that way it wouldn't sink in.
When I used to work or when I used to live out in Barstow, California with my dad, there were like during the summer, I remember one summer my stepmom told me I couldn't go to my friend's house because it was too hot outside. And I was like, "Oh, it's not that bad. It's not that bad." And I went to go to my friend's house and I started walking across the street and my shoes were literally melting. Like the rubber on the bottom of my shoes started melting to the road and I turned right back around and went right back inside.
Right,
I'm like,
round,
it
round,
was that
round,
bad.
round, round.
It really was that bad.
Got anything else for your week, sir? So, fun fact: right now, the Once
Ooh,
We Were Spaceman video information is at 1.1 million views, or likes so far.
I was gonna say it's at more than that because the last time I saw it, it was at over 12 million views.
It might be, but their
So that might be
hearts.
likes. Yeah,
That's
that's
likes.
likes.
Yeah,
Views,
that.
it was monster.
But yeah, I'm excited. They're getting the views they need, and they're getting them not just from that one, but also Jewel State and all the casts
Mm,
are promoting it. So what?
ooh. I'm seeing a video from them that they posted 2 hours ago that says something big just happened.
I'm on their page. I don't see it on the Once We Were Spaceman page.
Let me see. Keep telling me about your week and I'll see if this is news.
All right. Well, anyhow, so obviously, I worked all weekend, so we're recording on a Wednesday since it's my off day.
Yeah.
Um, didn't really do too much besides work and sleep and work and sleep. And then today I put the first coat of polyurethane coating on my butcher block. Probably finish that this weekend at some point. I got to figure out how long I got to let it sit between coats. So we'll see.
Yeah, I
Um,
can't wait to see that thing when it's done. It's gonna look so cool.
it will. I'm just still trying to debate how I want to do the LED lights. I don't think I'm going to run them underneath the polyurethane because if I put them underneath the polyurethane coating, if anything happens, it's going to be a pain to get them out. So I'll just get the ones that stick up and put it under so it just glows. But it'll be nice to actually have everything spread out that way versus that way.
Right.
Um, But yeah, so once that's done, then I'll look at getting the last butcher block I need to do the L shape and finish that off, and then everything will be gold. Other than that, haven't really done too much besides watched, played some Hightail, played Baldur's Gate, got back into Baldur's Gate 3, and also uh watched the first episode of Firefly.
Well, yeah,
For
of
and for
course. We had to
forgot
do that.
and forgot completely how long that episode was.
Yeah, me too. I was watching. I was like, I'll watch it before I go to bed tonight. You know, the episodes are only like 45 minutes. Not the first one. First one's like an hour and 32 minutes.
Yeah, I was watching it, and then I started it at 10 o'clock, and I was watching it. So all right, I'll watch this and then go walk my dog and work out. I saw it was noon. I was like, I hope this is over soon so I can go watch this. I forgot how long it was. It's like, all right. But yeah, I do want to give a shout out to Mossy. The 15th was his birthday. So happy birthday,
Happy
Mossy.
birthday, man.
Yeah, he is old. Not much older than us, but old. If you want to know how old, go to our Discord. Anyhow, I just wanted to give that shout out because he's been one of our consistent guys in the Discord. So, and he's been on the show a few times. All right. So before we get
Good dude.
into our main topic, I want to discuss this update from Starfield. This update will release April 7th. And the important thing about this update is that's also when the next DLC, it's an update and DLC that are releasing. The update's free, the DLC's paid. But people on PlayStation are finally going to get their wish on April 7th. The game will release on PlayStation 5.
Not bad. So, like, is this like a Shattered Space type DLC? Like a full big thing?
So let
I
me
mean,
show.
Shattered Space was more of an expansion than a DLC.
This is a DLC. So it's called Terran Armada. They're calling it a story arc DLC. It launches alongside the Free Lanes update on April 7th, and it'll be available for $10 on Xbox, PlayStation 5. PlayStation 5 players will have the option to bundle it with their purchase of either the premium or premium edition upgrade. Let's see. It's a brand new story and companion. It's about a new threat has entered the settled systems. There's a group of humans that vanished during the colony war, and they believe themselves to be the true children of Earth. It's made up of both United Colonies and Freestar Collective, who vanished during the colony war. The Terrans are an advanced military force, largely comprised of robotic soldiers. Um,
Kind of sounds cool.
it'll have a new quest line. Let's see. When the Terrans first arrived, their motivations are unclear, but the fate of the war against the Terran Armada will have consequences that ripple throughout the galaxy. So I want to see how that's going to be. Not all Terrans have it out for the cell systems. Along the way, you'll meet a new companion, Delta, a reprogrammed Terran Armada robot. He looks really cool. He actually looks like a bipedal humanoid shaped robot instead of like Vasco.
Can I admit something? I never even beat the Shattered Space questline.
I beat Shatter Space questline.
I didn't. But if I actually, it's been long enough now where if I played Starfield, I probably would go all the way through it and get through the Shattered Space
Yeah, I recommend it. It's actually at least
and
to
this
play
new
through
one.
it. This new one also adds a new system called the Incursion system. These can occur almost anywhere in the cell systems, and they are both a key part of the DLC storylines, as well as repeatable content with great loot to collect. You can see them on a star map. They're also adding new ships and new parts. Let's see, new gear, a new elite crew. Um, I don't know much about the new elite crew member stuff. Uh, and then you can get a pre-built outpost, all that. Now, on top of that, there's more that's added to the game through the update. They call it free lanes. They added a cruise mode where it looks like in system jumping planet to planet. You can set your ship to autopilot, get up from the seat, and go around and do stuff in your ship while it's traveling to the other location. And it'll give you an alert. An alarm will go off when enemies are nearby and stuff like that. But cruise mode
Don't
lets
you
you.
just get there like instantly?
This is more of an immersion thing that they're adding. So instead of just fast traveling to a point and watching your ship just boost, you can actually travel and make it feel like you're actually in a spaceship traveling to a different area. Let's see. So there are also tons of new space POIs to discover as you travel in cruise mode. You'll see them dynamically pop up, and you can change your destination on the fly to automatically head to one of those, or just keep moving to your original destination. New encounters. New space encounters have been added to the game, and their frequency has been increased to give you even more reasons to get out there and explore space, which would be nice because I'm tired of all the normal encounters you get in space, most of them being combat. Let's see. They're adding something called X Tech. X Tech is one of the most exciting new additions to in free lanes. This new resource will let you customize all of your weapons, gear, and even your ships even further. This update will be huge for players who really want a super deep customization in their gear. You'll come across X Tech throughout combat and exploration, on bosses and in chests and shipwreckage. And trust us when you say you'll be hoarding them like credits. So they're making it now where with X Tech, you can customize weapon effects. We've updated the way you upgrade your weapons to allow you to use X Tech to re-roll your legendary effects until you get the one you want. You get 5 re-rolls that you can spend X Tech on and credits. But don't worry, if you don't get the one you want after those 5 re-rolls, the full list will open up and you can pick what you're looking for. So you can really customize your gear to what you actually want.
So why make you go
Because
through the 5 if you can just open the menu and
easy, make it. Hopefully, you get lucky in the first 5, or you've just spent a lot of credits in X Tech to get the full list to open up. Tier 4 legendary effects is something they added. Free lanes adds a new legendary rank to your weapons, helmets, packs, and suits. Once you have these legendary items, you can apply new rank 4 effects for credits. The X Tech, you don't have to roll for these. You can just pick the modifier you want. Some weapons and gear have become exotic when you reach max upgrades. Some of the tiers examples they give are Saboteur, which damaging a robot has a chance to instantly kill it, and then the robot explodes. Um, that ties in great with the Terran Armada DLC.
right? That's what I was just thinking.
Reckless, and this is good for snipers. Reckless is a ranged only mod. Magazine size is reduced to 1. Damage is increased by 500%, and health is reduced by 50%. Um, I wonder if that's your health. That would make sense. Enigmatic. It's a suit only. Holograms of yourself appear while in combat, confusing enemies.
Ooh,
I know, right? New
that's
quality
fun.
tiers. They've added superior and exceptional tiers, and they added a ship optimization terminal that can be added and dropped directly into your ship, and that can be activated while you're in cruise mode. From this terminal, you can use X Tech to upgrade different systems like shield strength, weapons, engines, grav drive, and more. Here's what I find really interesting. I don't do a lot of outpost building, but there's a lot of people out there that do.
Well, I built a couple pretty wicked outposts. I like outposts.
They now have a shared outpost container that you'll be able to drop on an outpost, all your outposts, and you can drop stuff into that one container, and it'll be available in all your outposts. Yep, whatever you drop in there will be accessible at any other outpost with a shared container.
Ooh,
They're also adding a database system, which will appear in the character menu. This will help you find all of your other outposts quickly. In addition, it pulls together everything you've learned: recipes, locations you've visited, resources, ingredients. You can even use the database to favorite the planets you frequently visit. And if you can use that to fast travel there, or at least set a course there, that'll be awesome. Now here's the interesting one. They're adding an outpost pet. Add the joy of being, yep, add the joy of being an alien pet owner to your playthrough with the new Millywell outpost pet. This precious little beast will live and do tricks and generally be a good little alien at your outpost. You have to do a house sitting quest at the anchor point. Now, what hasn't been mentioned yet is Anchor Point is a new starbase you'll be able to go to and do missions for the Terran Armada stuff.
Okay.
Starborn abilities upgrading. You can now rank up your unlocked Starborn abilities using Quantum Essence without starting a new game plus and finding additional temples.
So you can rank them up without having to like do like 20 playthroughs.
Yeah. Become a Starborn superhero, max out your favorite abilities, then favorite Quantum Essence from the powers menu to be able to quickly refill your power menu. Gives more use for the Quantum Essence than just in combat recharge of your abilities. But here's the really good part. The
You've said
quant
that about the last like 4 parts.
the oh, apparently they're all really good parts. Quantum entanglement device. If you do want to jump into a new game plus, you don't have to start from scratch with your gear. Thanks to the new quantum entanglement device, you'll be able to bring your favorite items with you into your new playthrough. You can expand the space in your quantum entanglement device using quantum essence. You'll be able to build the device in the lodge after building the armillary with all the artifacts, and your items will be waiting for you in the lodge in your next playthrough.
So you just got to get through the little beginning part, and then you have all your stuff back.
Yeah, all you got to do is be reborn and then travel to the lodge, and you get all your
Yeah, I mean,
stuff.
you got to get through that first little quest
If
where
you
you
do
go to the
that,
one planet and all that kind of.
that's if you do that, or if you just choose to go. You can, because
But yeah, you can skip the
yep,
story if you want to.
and the end more section says art Anchor Point Station is a new star station with vendors and quests. New ship modules have been added to upgrade different ship specs and even add some unique new abilities to your ship, like a new stealth module that cloaks your ship while boosting. These modules will drop in ship combat as schematics and can be installed at any ship services technician. Upgrade module slot. You'll notice as you're customizing your gear that there's a new upgrade module slot. This also lets you upgrade a specific stat like range, rate of fire, or etc. on your gear. Colony War action heroes. So we had the snow globes. Now they're adding action heroes. There's 27 Colony War action hero collectibles for you to track down. Each one gives a stat buff and will look great decorating your outpost. They're adding a lot more POIs, planetary POIs. They have revamped how the POIs are calculated and appear based on locations. So you don't always land and see a underground cryotech, abandoned cryotech building or something like that. So one of the things I was reading from the actual devs is they've revamped how the POIs actually get generated.
That's good.
They
The old
added,
system was kind of boring.
yeah, and seeing the same ones over and over was getting annoying, and so they've revamped it because that was one of the biggest feedbacks they got was how boring that was. New elite crew, fan favorite NPC Maria. I'm not even gonna try saying the last name. Can now be added as an elite crew member. I don't know anything about the elite crew members yet. I'll have to do more research on that, see what elite crew members are. I'm guessing they're just better. New side quests from Anchor Point. People on Anchor Point, they added a new ground vehicle, bounce your way across the surface in style with the new Moon Jumper land vehicle. It has impressive boost capabilities and it's built for vertical trans. It's a big vehicle, but it's designed to jump and get to higher places in a vehicle. And then here's one you might be interested in: Asteroid Base Home.
I've been interested in a lot of these, but that one, okay, okay, you got my interest peaked.
For those with a lot of credits, and
Well, that's me.
lot is italicized, you
I
can
have a
now
lot.
purchase a very ritzy asteroid base to call home. Explore Anchor Point to learn how to purchase it. In- Interesting one is, so you remember they added where you can change settings of difficulty and all that. Well, now they've added new enemy modifiers to add more challenging, like Tank, which gives 3 times more health; Tricky, which gives them a chance to avoid damage; Martyr, where dying puts nearby allies into a rage when an enemy dies. And these modifiers can be turned off and on and all that good stuff. New weapon skins, photo mode poses with the Rev 8, and new camera features, which allows you to always play the landing camera or whatnot. So yeah, there is a lot they have added to this game.
So what they're saying is they want me to play Starfield again.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
They're finally adding some content to the game.
They're finally adding content and adding stuff that people have been asking for a while.
Starfield Raw? Question mark.
We might have to
I'm just
do
kidding.
a special episode of Raw and Nerdy and do Starfield Raw. That'll throw
Starfield Raw nerdy.
that'll throw people for a loop. But yeah,
Hmm.
I just wanted when that was pointed out, I just wanted to bring that up and discuss it because it looks very, very, very interesting.
And for those of you that know, all of you that have been around for a while and are in the know, this show started as Starfield Raw
Hmm.
about that particular game that we were just talking about.
Yeah. And there hasn't been a lot to really discuss because me and Archon, while we have a lot of hours in the game, we burned ourselves out of the game because they hadn't really added stuff. I went out and bought the Steam version just so I could add a mod for Star Wars Genesis. Um,
Yeah,
but got a lot of time in the game, so it would be nice to jump back into it with a fresh start.
yeah, we both have 400 plus hours into the original,
Hmm.
at least.
I think I was at
Which
700.
I was gonna say, which I probably have like almost half that into Hightailer.
Yeah. Put a lot of time. That's a problem with me and you. We'll play a game until we burn ourselves out on it.
Oh, I'm so far from burnout on Hightail. Like, there's so many things I still want to do in that game,
Of course, because you keep adding stuff to do in that game.
which is what makes it so much fun. It's, dude, wait till the next time you log in.
I'll check it out.
That login, like that login is getting longer and longer. It probably takes a full 20 seconds to load into that game now, at least. It's pretty rough.
Nice.
All right, so Firefly. We're watching our way through it and we're gonna talk about it.
So let's talk
And
about it.
man, the first episode, okay, so I have questions. It's been so long since I've seen the show that it made me have questions.
Okay.
Number one starts out with like this epic battle on the planet, and then them saying, "Oh yeah, we're not going to support you. We're just going to leave you there, so you might as well surrender."
Yeah.
But then like it just flashes forward to them on a ship. Like, what happened? Like,
Yeah, it didn't. I guess they did it to give backstory of his and forgot her name. I forgot Gina's character's name.
gosh.
We just watched it.
I literally just watched it too, and I can't. I was trying to make sure I remembered everybody's name. Yep, do it. Find it. Wash's
Zoe.
wife, Zoe. That duh.
So I think they did it just so you get a background as to why him and Zoe are really close and to why they get upset in the first episode. Because
Mhm.
I don't remember many flashbacks during the first season where they actually covered
There's only
discussions
one
about the war.
season.
Yeah. But I don't remember seeing a lot of flashbacks about the war and stuff, except for when they're talking about Liberation Day or something like that.
Right. And then the other big question I have, and this one always bothered me, and I don't know if I don't remember if it ever answers it, but why do they all talk Chinese when they get upset?
They do cover that.
Okay,
Chinese
well, if they do, then don't tell me. Then I'll figure it out as I watch it.
had
But
something
they
to
all
do
just like
with
randomly just start talking in Chinese when they get upset about something. It's like, what?
it's almost I think it was because China became a big powerhouse, and so with the way things intermingled on the planet before they spread out into space. If I remember correctly, it's been a while since I've watched the entire series, so um but when I watched it, I realized I'm going to miss what's his name playing Shepherd Book,
Oh, yeah,
Ron Glass. I won't miss it
yeah.
because the way he portrayed Shepherd Book in that first one.
Yeah, but he kind of had his eyes opened. Like he
Mhm.
was just this good shepherd, and then like away from the abbey for 2 days, and look what happened. Like
Yeah.
he's like I've been gone for 2 days, and I'm already like intermingling with. I beat up somebody. I intermingled with like bad people. I watched a guy that I sworn to protect get shot in the face. Like
But like
that
enough
part cracked me up, dude. He goes, the
but
dude
like
sitting there like one person makes a single move and Mal just walks in and shoots him right in the
I know
face.
I've always found that part the best part of the entire series. He just walks in,
Well,
tired of the BS, just shoots the guy.
no, my favorite part of episode 1 though, my favorite part hands down is when he's talking to the doctor and he's like, "Well, you're gonna find out soon because Kaylee just died."
Yeah, I was about to say that. That's
And then he walks in and she's sitting there just laughing. He goes, "That guy is psychotic."
and it cuts over to everybody on the bridge laughing, and Zoe going, "You're psychotic."
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, it's hilarious.
I love that. That whole thing was like, I wish every episode was that almost felt like a feature length film.
Yeah, because it was so long. I forgot, like, in the first, like, for the first couple episodes, I forgot what an absolute tool Mal is. Like, he's just a jerk.
He is,
She's just mean in
but
the first couple seasons.
first
Or,
couple
I
of
mean,
seasons.
sorry, first couple episodes. He gets better, but like,
Well, he's a jerk to everybody who he doesn't trust, and
well, he's a
who's
jerk to the ones he trusts too.
he's a jerk to Jamie because Jamie's there for the money. Jane, yeah, Jane's there for the money. But if you actually listen to him, he's actually very protective of that crew.
Yeah, yeah. I like that scene where he's like, "So what happens when the money is worth it for you to betray me?" Well, that's going to be an interesting day.
Yes, it will. No, but I also like when he's going to see patients. What? There's no way she's going to shoot me again.
I know. As soon as he sees her, he's like, "I think she's planning to shoot me again."
I know, right?
And then they're like at the meetup, and he's like, "Nobody needs to die. You know, I could tell that guy's got a good trigger finger. That's a nice hat, by the way." And all just a bullet goes through the hat and kills him. Hmm.
That's a nice rifle. Are you your best shot? And the guy nods. He's like, "Oh yeah, that's a nice weapon, and that's a nice hat too." Wham!
I am dead.
And
Yeah,
I
that
like
whole
how
scene was.
she's sitting on the horse. She's like, and then he shoots. She says something. I forgot what
She's
she said.
hiding behind the horse. Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
she's
hiding
hiding
behind the
behind the
horse.
horse, and then he just shoots the horse.
He just shoots the horse and knocks her over. He's like, I ain't got time for this nonsense. Yeah.
The writing in that show was so great. I hope they get a lot of the original writers back.
Yeah. Well, they said they got Joss Whedon's permission
Mhm.
or his blessing to do the show. I don't think he'll come back. Like, but like, I know he had a lot of controversy and stuff surrounding him, and that's why he disappeared and stuff. But man, he just had one banger after another. Every one of his shows were so good.
Mhm. And I think
Everything he touched was amazing.
thanks to Vox Machina that this new animated series will do really well cuz A, millions of people want to see Firefly come back. Um and it's the best way to really tell the story cuz now they'll be able to go from from the end of season 1, fill in some backstory between episode 1 and the end of Serenity or the movie. They'll be able to fill that in because everybody's just voice acting. They don't actually have to look young again.
True. I mean, really, they could go from like the war to how they become a crew. Like they could do the whole
That
dang
would be
thing.
awesome. Because I would love that. I would love a full backstory on how that crew came together.
Yeah, that would be sweet. That would be literally like my dream is to have them start from like where they get arrested, basically, or where they give up and
Mhm.
then how they go from that to becoming the crew of the Serenity.
If I remember correctly,
Meet Kaylee.
he talks about it, but I don't think it ever goes into a lot of detail. But then again, I
Not
haven't watched
really,
the
if I
entire
remember.
season.
Yeah, same.
But man, watching episode 1 and then watching Kaylee and how innocent she is in that
I know.
and then she's just sitting there petting the ship.
It's like that's my good girl.
Have you ever done
We're
Crazy
gonna pull.
Ivan?
We're gonna pull a crazy Ivan.
Have you ever pulled a Crazy Ivan?
I've
No?
heard of it.
Um, no, but we can try. We're gonna try.
Yeah, that was
And
awesome.
even though
Crazy
they've
Ivan.
never done a Crazy Ivan, they knew exactly what to do for a Crazy Ivan. So that
They
to
knew what
me
it
is
was.
interesting. And then
They knew what it
watching
was.
Jane looking, hey, no, look where I'm pointing.
Where I'm pointing, he opens the thing up. He's like, "Are you kidding me? It's just wires." There, she goes, "It's really easy," and he opens it up, just wires
I
everywhere.
know, right? And then watching as we get further in, I think that's where I'm gonna actually start enjoying River more again because as she gets more involved.
Yeah, right now she just kind of doesn't make a lot of sense.
But
We
I
know they want her for her super brain, but we don't know what her super brain can do yet.
yeah. Now, for everybody who's listening to the show knows we've all watched all this, so we know what is actually going on, but we're talking
I
like
don't
it's
remember. I honestly don't remember.
I've watched
It's
it
been
like
so long, I do not remember anything that
I
happens.
watched it last year.
I remember one part. I remember one character that doesn't make it through Serenity, and that's all I remember. Because that part was sad enough to make me remember.
I remember 2 parts, sir. Or 3 parts. The first part is Watch dying. The s
Spoiler!
that
We're not there yet.
the second part is in Serenity
Going on
where
Longhorns here.
he 1, 2, 3. But the second part is where in the movie where Mal gets stabbed into a certain cluster, and he acts like he's all injured and stuff, and he goes, "By the way, I had that cluster move during the war," and pulls out the sword. And then the third part is the actual epic battle between the start of the epic battle between the Alliance and the Reapers.
Yeah, I don't remember any of that. I don't remember it, so it's gonna be fun to watch again. But
But
I'm almost wondering if like should we do 2 episodes at a time or just limit it to 1?
Well, if we do one at a time, that gives us time to talk about another topic and then wrap up the episode with Firefly.
Okay,
That way,
that's fine.
plus with my hours, it makes it easier for me to watch it on the weekend.
Same, same,
But no,
same.
I do one thing I do like, and it's one thing that bugged me about watching it the original the first time I ever watched the series was the tension between Inara and Malcolm. And
Yeah,
that how he's extremely disrespectful to her, but then you can see the love between each other at the same time. It's like
he's extremely disrespectful in a very respectful way, though. Like,
except for the first time he taught me introduces her to book.
yeah, but like, if anybody else were to call her that, then he would jump down their throat.
Yeah, like
Like,
when he was telling her to get to the shuttle and escape if things go sideways.
uh,
And you could see where he wanted to say more, but he didn't.
a gentle touch. Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah, he's experienced her services once or twice.
I think it's more so he has fallen in love with her over the time. But see, this is where the prequels would come in great for the series.
Yeah, he, I like when she's like, you don't just come on here, you don't just come on the shuttle without knocking. He was like, it's my shuttle. You just rent it from me.
Until I'm behind on rent, stay out of my shuttle.
Yeah, that was funny. It's my shuttle. What are you talking about?
So my question though is everybody who knows Firefly in the story is they never mention it, but she never portrays. Did you ever have an inkling that something was wrong with Inara?
I don't know if there's a I don't remember anything about Inara. So like so okay, so
Other than
obviously
it's
we're gonna
played
give
by
out spoilers, but don't give out too many spoilers because I don't remember I remember she gets like sick or something,
yeah, she
but
has a illness.
yeah, but I don't remember like I didn't remember it until you said that. So
All right, fine. I won't jump around in the timeline any. But let's
yeah,
talk.
we're only talking about what we see in the episode we watch for that day or for that week or previous weeks.
There was another scene with Shepherd Book that made me laugh, and I forgot what it was, man.
There's a lot of scenes with him that I really liked.
Yeah, but this one, I don't remember if he was talking to the doctor. I think he was talking to the doctor. I don't remember what it was about because it just made me laugh on his reaction to it. Um, and then yeah, and then at the end, you see the very contradictory side of it. And it's like, yeah, it was actually where he was talking to Anara, where he went on board her ship.
Mhm.
Uh, and he was sitting there talking to her, and he said, "Maybe I'm where I'm supposed to be." And then
No, she
she
said,
says that at
"Maybe you're."
the end,
Yeah.
but he said something
Oh.
similar when he was initially talking to
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
her.
yeah, I remember what you're talking about. Yeah. At the end
But
where he was like,
there was
"I
something
don't think
she
I'm supposed to be on this ship." And she's like, "Maybe this is exactly where you're supposed to be."
Mhm.
Yeah.
But when he was talking to her initially, I forgot what the wording was, but that whole that scene, he said something in there, and now I'm upset because I can't remember it, and it made me laugh. And I don't remember if he was talking about the crew or what. So, question: how do you think the lawman got that blade? The one that he cut himself free with?
Jane.
Probably Jane. I like
I
that.
think
Man, you're not even trying. You didn't give anybody, nobody got anything. Man, you're not even trying. It's no fun.
yeah, I'm pretty sure Jane left it so that he would escape so that they had a reason to kill him.
Probably.
Cuz Jane just wanted to kill him.
Yeah, he did.
Like from the very beginning, he just wanted to kill him. And I think he made it to where they had a reason to kill him. And Mal Did not hesitate. He just on the ship and said, "Bam!" Shot him right between the eyes. Didn't even care. That was the best.
Yeah. Right in front of Book Shepherd. Book Shepherd's like,
I love the part at the end where he's offering the doctor a job, and doctor's like, "I'm gonna say this as nice as I can, but you're not gonna murder me in my sleep, am I?" And he's like, "Listen, if I'm gonna kill you, you're gonna be awake, and you're gonna be armed, and you're gonna be looking at me." like,
you're
like,
going to be awake, you're going to be facing me, and you're going to be armed.
yeah, I'm gonna kill you. You're gonna know it. Like,
Yeah. That tells a lot about that whole episode told a lot about his character.
mhm.
Um, when it comes to the crew and when it comes to how he doesn't like being shady. But again, they started off with that war scene and then jumped to the other scene.
them getting the treasure.
Mhm. With no explanation as to how that came about.
Yeah, yeah. We just all of a sudden they were a crew, and I kind of it would be nice to know how they became a crew.
Mhm.
Maybe they would have explored that in some cutscene, some like flashbacks and stuff in season 2 or season 3 if they would have ever got that far.
I would have liked that. I want to say I
But now they
hope
can do it in the new show.
no, they can. Plenty of flashback time. Or start off and just say 15 years ago. But I think they can do a lot with this. I hope they do. I hope uh I just hope. A lot of hope because
Do
our
you remember
rehash of
when?
this episode is great.
Do you remember when we did like one of our first episodes of Starfield Raw, and we were talking about Firefly and how much we wished they would have made a season 2, and how much we loved the show, and how much. And now look, here we are, like 2 years later, talking about the fact that it's like literally going to happen. They already announced that they're like in the works. Like,
Yep.
never would have thought of it.
I would never have thought of it and it never crossed my mind to do an animated series.
You know, it's funny because when we read that thing where they were talking about people have guessed this and people have guessed this and people have guessed this and you're all wrong.
Mhm.
The first thing that popped in my head was, I bet you they're going to do an animated series.
Yeah.
That was the first thing that popped in my head.
Oh, yeah. And so we're deviating away from the talking about the first episode because there's just so many great points in that first episode.
I mean, we talked about
Quite a
most of
bit.
it.
We did. The one character I did not like the most in the entire series of Firefly, that entire season, is the guy that thinks he's a businessman. The first
Oh,
they land.
the dude who's played by Crowley from Supernatural,
Mhm.
a young skinny Crowley.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw that, I was like, "That's Crowley." I didn't know he. I didn't remember him in this show.
Yeah, that is the one character I never really liked in the show.
Well, I mean, so far we've only had to see him for about 2 minutes, so
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was crazy how they talked up this big treasure that was going to make them rich and keep them in the skies for so long, and then they got one little measly bag of I don't know how much money, but it wasn't that much.
200
It was just
platinum.
one little. It was just one little satchel full.
Yeah, but apparently 200 platinum is a lot.
I
Must
mean,
I must see this. Is two. Um and let's see is equal to 80 credits.
80 credits in what?
Establish a strange rate. Where do they come up with this?
Like Star Wars credits? Because I can make 80 credits in Knights of the Old Republic or the Old Republic. I can make 80 credits in like 8 seconds.
Yeah,
80 credits is nothing.
according to the fandom page, uh do you know what this is? It's a common immune booster called blah, blah, street value for dosage.
Um,
This size is 50 platinum, maybe 20 credits.
is
Let's see.
I said, is 200 platinum a lot of money in Firefly? It says, yes, 200 platinum is a substantial amount of money in the Firefly universe, particularly for independent or freighter crews operating on the fringes. One credit was worth roughly 2.5 platinum, making 200 platinum equal to 80 Alliance credits.
But how much does a credit cover you? That's what I was trying to find out.
It
Because,
says in the episode The Train Job, the crew sells stolen medical supplies, a year's worth of food and antibiotics for a whole settlement for only 200 platinum. So a year's worth of food and antibiotics for a whole settlement was 200 platinum. So
yeah, so the math
that
doesn't
kind
really
of puts it in
math.
perspective.
Let's see. Cargo. He
It says wealth comparison for perspective, an average person in the Firefly universe might work their entire life to amass between 750 and 3,000 credits.
All right. So their entire lifetime to get that much. But uh 80 credits off of one job. Not that putting it that way, it doesn't seem too bad.
No, I could see why they they were really wanting to sell it.
Okay, out of gas, one of the new episodes does actually talk about how he got the ship, but it doesn't really tell you much more. Could have sworn they said 200 in platinum. Hmm.
Wow.
What?
Apparently the ransom for the Tams
Mm-hmm.
is 200,000.
Fuck, I'd turn them in.
Yeah, right. I'm surprised Mal didn't turn them in.
That if
200,000, that's enough to never work again.
that's
Just
80,000
fly around.
credits. That's more than what most people try getting their entire life.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so we are going to have to wrap it up.
Boo.
Boo. We could do this all day, but unfortunately, we have real lives. All right. So, it's if y'all enjoyed the show, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. We love having discussions. Also, if you want to join us on our Discord, discord.gg/raw podcast, or click on the link in the description below. Also, email. It's podcast raw, right?
Yep.
You can
Did you
reach us.
forget our email?
Oh, all the time.
Oh, okay.
It's on my phone, so I never have to type it in. I just pull it up. So if you want to talk to us about business, we recommend you reach out to us on Gmail or through our email at podcastraw@gmail.com. You can hit us up on Discord. We'll respond, but we recommend it's a private message so we can communicate that way. However, email is the best way to do it because we can have a long discussion.
And if you are Nathan Fillion or Alan Tudyk and you got my message I sent you at once we were spacemen and you want to be on the show, we can probably fit you in anytime you want to be on the show. Anytime. Just let us know. You got an open invitation. You could be on the show anytime.
And you don't have to travel anywhere. We just hook up webcams and talk.
Yeah.
Y'all already have a studio.
I mean, we'd love to have you on for an episode, talk about one of the episodes of the show with you guys. That would be a dream come true. That would be amazing.
Love to actually sit down and have a discussion with Jewel State, just what it was like playing that very innocent character. Like,
Could you? Could you, or would you just be like,
I can. No, I can. It would be awesome to have a talk with her about playing Kaylee. Any of the cast, really, I would love to have
I
them on
know.
because I would just love to have a discussion about Firefly, what was like making it, what was like playing that character, and what freedoms they had with that character. Just to
I feel like besides Nathan Fillion and Alan Tudyk, I mean, Adam Baldwin would probably be the funniest.
he would be an interesting one to have on there for sure.
He would be hilarious.
Summer Glau, but she has to do it in the style of River when she's going psychotic.
Uh,
And then we just whisper into the mic, Miranda.
no, she can come on and be in whatever form she wants.
Yeah, I would just love to actually have them on because Firefly, me and you can make a whole series about this show if we want it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, there's only 14 episodes
For now.
for now. I also have books.
You mean the
Remember, I
graphic
got 'em at-
novels?
Yeah, I got them at WonderCon.
You mean
Yep, I sure do.
from Boom
I
Comics?
got different ones from. Did I get the same ones as you or different ones?
I think they're the same ones because there's only 2 graphic novels for them.
Huh.
If I'm correct, there's only 2.
Where are mine at?
Great. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you are seeing us live action this stuff. Let's see if you actually can find us because mine are sitting right here. And yours are different. Part 1 and part 2, though. So yours is Blue Sun Rising.
Yeah, mine's different.
Yeah, mine's the actual official, what they call it, sequel graphic novels.
Yeah, mine are a totally different story.
Yeah.
Dude, mine seemed to take place like
During the war.
during the war. This might answer all the questions.
All the questions you have, they're in a graphic novel that I don't have. By the way, we did talk to him before. If you are in California or in any state that has a Browncoats organization, go discuss it with them. They'll talk Firefly with you all day long.
Dude, we should throw up that interview on our YouTube.
Yeah, I gotta go find it. If I gotta figure out what episode it's in because it's only audio. We didn't record video at the time because we were only doing podcasts. But we can look that up because we got introduced to the California Browncoats, the chapter of the Browncoat Society, which are some awesome people, and they're in multiple different states. So I highly recommend checking them out and just get involved with them because they do a lot of stuff for the community, but they're all Firefly nerds.
Mm-hmm. I've seen tons of posts and stuff from them for this whole Bring Back Firefly movement. Like they've been promoting that hard, which is exactly what I would expect.
Oh, I would expect that hardcore from all the Browncoat societies. But yeah, so let's wrap this up. We did all of our other stuff. Please like and subscribe and hit us up whenever you want to chat. Discord's the way to be. We're always there. You got anything else to add?
Just have a great week, and we'll see you next week.
Y'all stay nerdy. Peace.
Do